Easy profits again, trading gold, silver, oil, gas, and Dow Jones and Nasdaq. Almost all the indices and commodities behaved perfectly as discussed in our first update for the day few hours back. Now, what to expect with the US session? How to profit? We are going to see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the second update. Thus, to get the notifications, do like, share, subscribe and comment and press the bell icon to get the notifications, or join the free telegram channel for live updates, or join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. We are going to see each and every instrument and I am going to give you the trading levels. First gold, followed with silver, then oil, followed with nat gas, and in the end Nasdaq and Dow Jones. The chapters are also included. You can skip your favorite instrument as well. Do like before leaving the video. Let's start. Earlier in the day, I was to sell gold at 2355 levels and see what it has done. 2340 double bottom levels are already achieved. Now, if you look at the formation here, stronger resistance was seen here at 2362.5, 2365 zone, and since then we have seen it trading bearish. Now look at the last couple of candles, the drop, the retracement candle, and it is again taking a shape. So if you see gold staying below 2340, 2338, that is going to be a critical level for gold to break below, and below that certainly we can look forward to a good drop towards 2330, 2332. That is going to be a stronger support. Look at the formation here. What has happened after the drop? It has retraced and now it is breaking the channel here, which means more bearishness may prevail here. So be watchful. Stochastic oversold, MACD is divergent and bearish, and RSI has dropped. Coming to 2-hour, similar is the observation on the 2-hour charts. Moving average is trading with divergence and bearishness. Prices have moved towards the moving average as these are trading with divergence from the moving averages. Now, after converging here, getting the resistance, it has reversed. Also, if you look at one strong bearish candle, consolidation, and the current candle can be equally big. Now, when I say equal, that suggests almost $10 to $12 of move. So if you count $10 to $12 from the current levels, which means it can try to move towards 2334 levels at least, and below that 2330-32. So this zone is going to remain critical for gold. Yes, it is coming out of this bullish channel and breaking below this retracement channel. I think more bearishness may prevail, which can take the prices further low. Stochastic oversold, MACD has just crossed over, trading with divergence, staying bearish. RSI has dropped. Coming to 3 hour, look at 3-hour charts here. Support levels are seen here at 2340-38 zone. Very strong support is here. Thus, if it breaks below this, certainly more bearishness is going to prevail, and I think it is going to continue. If it breaks below this, we can in fact expect lower lows from what we have seen here, that is 2325. It can break. We can look forward to 2320, and in fact below that also is possible, but we have to wait for it to give a clear-cut direction here. As long as 2325, the preceding lows are not taken, we have to be careful with our selling entries. Stochastic has dropped, MACD has retraced here. It is trying to cross over for a selling entry. RSI has dropped here. Coming to 4-hour chart, the observation is same on the 4-hour chart. See, bigger bearish candle here, one bearish candle, second one bigger one, and the current candle has also left a little tail on the downside. So I think we have to wait for it to break, because see, the levels here at 2340 have become stronger with the double bottom as prices have retraced from the same zone. So we have to wait for 2338 40 zone to be taken, and then 2334, 2330, 32. Very strong support as long as 2325 levels are not breached. Stochastic looking downwards. Also look what prices have done. The drop, the retracement towards 20 period, that is the retracement. After retracing, we are looking for this drop. MACD trying to converge, RSI dropping here. Coming to daily. Before we look into daily charts, if you also want to learn this art of trading, be a part of my 31st mentorship batch starting 10th of June. I have encapsulated all my years of learning and experiences in this batch, and with the help of the tools, strategies, and the trade setups which will provide, you can definitely identify the profitable trades and trade profitably. Do reach out to me. Else, you can be part of my signals channel. We are trading as per the signals you can benefit. We trade indices and commodities all together in one channel, such that you can capture hundreds of pips and points in a single day. Write an email or ping me on Telegram for your queries related to the service. The contact details are shared in the channel and video description. Also, the Telegram channel link and the subscription details are shared in the comments box in the communities tab. Do read that as well. Now look at the daily charts. After the drop, it has retraced 3 to 4 greener candles. So couple of strong bearish candles, then retracement, and now it is taking a shape. Also, see, this long-term trend line is coming from since long, and this was the trend line in which Gold has traded for long before bouncing back or before giving a breakout and delivering higher highs. Now it has come out of or it has fallen back within the channel and it is trying to stay in the channel. Now since then we have seen it giving a stronger red candle. We have to now wait for it to break this, because see, once it breaks below 2338 40 zone, certainly you can look forward to 2330 or in fact lower levels which are possible. It can resume giving bigger bearish candles from here, taking it further down. But this is only possible first it needs to break 2338.40, then 2330, then 2325.26. If these three levels are taken, then only we should treat this as bearish. The stochastic is rising, the MACD is bearish, and RSI is also looking downwards, trying to suggest slight bearishness. So selling entries we have seen. Now where to buy, that is also we should look at, because see, as long as it is respects this zone, it can bounce back, it can reverse. Thus, you can buy here at 2348, but remember, if you are buying at 2348, 2352 is the first resistance. 2352 to 55, this $3 zone is going to be a stronger resistance. Earlier in the day, I have called this as a selling entry. Now, this is going to be a resistance on the upside, and gold needs to break 2355 in order to confirm the bullish reversal. And if it stays above 2355, wait for 2362.5 and 2365. Only and only reversal confirmation, the bullish confirmation in gold today and for this week is if it trades now above 2362.5, 2365 zone. That is going to be a critical resistance. If you are keeping a buying position, you have to keep trailing your stop losses. It can reverse any point of time as long as it stays below 2362.5, 65 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Now let's have a look at. Now see, silver on the hourly chart, so far for the day we have seen it respecting 3190, 3180 levels. This is indeed a very good support. This was the resistance earlier, now this has become the support. Look at this trend line here. And now if it drops below 3180, certainly we can look forward to the next milestone towards 3160, 3150 levels. This is going to be a great support for silver for the near term. And once it drops below this level, certainly you can say now silver is coming out of the bullish channel and it can give you a sharper drop here. So for the now, it appears the selling entry at 3180 can hold good till 3150 levels. The stochastic has dropped, the MACD is divergent and bearish, and the RSI has dropped here. Signs of bearishness. On the 2-hour chart, if you look, see on the 2-hour charts, first strong bearish candle, a consolidation candle, and the current candle has resumed its downward move, but I can see the 20 period moving average and the support levels at 3180 playing very strong. Thus you need to wait for it to break below 3180 in order to confirm the drop. This is silver. Once it drops below 3180, we can look forward to a stronger slide which can take the prices towards 3150, 3140 levels, first target zone, and below that more bearishness may prevail here. Right now, the moving averages are trading in a bullish channel here. If you look at the stochastic, this has dropped. The MACD here has crossed over. This is a sign of bearishness, and it is trading with slight divergence, which is increasing bearishness. So it can continue here on the downside for a while from now. RSI has dropped here. Coming to 3 hours, the observation on the 3-hour charts is more or less same. One bearish candle, increasing body size, and this candle has just started its move and thus wait for 3180. Below that, you can expect it to move towards first the 20 period moving average, which is sitting slightly closer towards 3160-65 zone, and then we can look forward to 3140-50 levels, which is definitely a very good support. Look at this, multiple candles getting reversed from this zone. So first we have to wait for 3160-65 zone, and then we can look forward to 3140-50. So as long as 3140 is respected, we have to be careful with the selling entries in silver. If you look at the 3-hour charts also, you can find out, divide this into two, we can find out a double top here, and thus a drop from here is going to be significant and stronger. Be watchful here. As long as 3220 is not taken, we should not be treating silver as bullish. Stochastic dropping sharp, the MACD is on the verge of a crossover for sell. It is not yet crossed over. The RSI has dropped as well. Coming to 4-hour chart, the observation is more or less same, just it needs to break below 3180 levels. And again I'm saying, be careful. As long as 3140 is not taken, you have to be careful. You have to strictly trail your stop losses, or at least keep your stop losses at your entry price with 3180 if you're selling at 3180 here. Be watchful of that. Also, one must notice here, see, it is trading in this bullish channel here. If you connect the dots here, you will find this is trading in this bullish channel. So 3180, again a good support here for now. On the upside, look at these two candles, double top here, and which makes 3220, 30 zone is a very stronger resistance here. We have to be watchful here. Look at this. Multiple candles getting reversed from this zone, making it further strong resistance. Stochastic dropping sharp. The MACD is willing to cross over for sell and RSI has dropped. Coming to daily. Now look at daily chart. See, higher highs are done. If you stretch the candle here, you will find higher lows, which means higher lows means 31, 50, 31.40 zone, possibly achievable levels, below which if it draws below 31.40, more bearishness may prevail. Look at the delta, just 5 pips here, 5 cents here, and thus if you see the lows from yesterday around 31.25, and if you draw a parallel you will find 31.30 levels as achievable. Let's wait for a breakout. As long as it stays above 31.80, do not treat this as bearish. Also remember, one observation could be that it has formed a tail. If it reverses and trades above 32.20, again we can look forward to 32.40, which is 32.40 and 50. This is a greater resistance. Stochastic rising, MACD is in green and RSI at top. So looking at this, sell at 31.80, very easy. Wait for it and see, trail your stop losses as long as 31.40 is not taken. 31.65, 60 first target, 31.50, 40 the next, and then 31.20 levels will come into picture. And on the upside, you can buy here at 32.05 as well. If you see the lower prices above 32.05, you can initiate a buying entry, but 32.15, 25 zone, very strong resistance there. Then 32.40 and 50, the second resistance. Only and only if silver breaks beyond 32.50, you should treat this as bullish. Take your positions accordingly. Let's have a look at crude. See, crude oil is stayed bullish. It has respected $80 levels. $80, which was the resistance earlier, is now become the support here. With the support at 80, it has tried to rise, and it has now gone closer to 80.5 levels. And as I shared earlier, that beyond 80.2 we can look forward to 80.5, 80.6, and if it now breaks beyond 80.5, 80.6, we can look forward to 81, 81.2, and in fact it is beyond 81, 81.2, we are looking at 82.4 levels very soon. Moving averages are trading with divergence, and the prices are now trading with divergence from the moving average, which calls for it to rise a bit more. Stochastic rising, MACD has crossed over here at the top. This is a slight concerning point, but it has further room for it to rise on the upside though. RSI is staying overbought, so it calls for us to be a little bit cautious as long as 80.5, 80.6 is not taken. Look at the 2-hour chart. On the 2-hour charts here, it is consolidated and then this rise, and now see forming lower lows. It is trying to bounce back. It can aspire to achieve 80.6, which is the first and strongest resistance. And as long as crude oil respects 80.5, 80.6 zone, we have to be watchful. Beyond this, I will be looking forward to 81, 81.2, and in fact higher levels. One consideration here is the divergence of the price from the moving average. Now the 20 period moving average sitting at around 79.5, which is now a very strong support level. So if you see it staying below 80, 79.8 zone, stay short for 79.5, 79.3, then 79, and then in fact 78.4. Stochastic rising, MACD is extremely bullish. It has tried to converge. It has not yet crossed over. See what has happened for oil, the rise, the retracement, and the rise. RSI is staying overbought here. Coming to 3-hour. On the 3-hour charts, you've seen this rise. See, preceding candle has left a wick and now forming lower highs. It is trying to drop, and once it drops below $80 levels, we can initiate a selling entry, and we can expect it to move towards 79.8, 79.5 levels. Very strong support exists, and then the 20 period sitting at around 79.2 will come into picture. Stochastic overbought, MACD bullish, RSI overbought. So yes, crude oil right now on the charts is staying overbought, though it is not showing any signs of reversal, but it is staying overbought. This is very clear. If you look at 4-hour charts, also on the 4-hour charts, you will find oil is trading in this bullish channel here. The top of the channel at around 80.6, 81 zone, and the lows of the channel at around 79.5. Now this zone has become crucial. The moving averages have crossed over. This is signs of bullishness. 79, very good support. 78.4, very good support. Stochastic overbought, MACD is divergent and bullish, and RSI is staying overbought. So again, on all the time frames and all the indicators are staying overbought here. Now coming to the daily. Now look at the daily charts. Here I have mentioned the drop here, the retracement, the drop here, and it has breached the highs of preceding highs here. It suggests that oil might continue on the upside. I have mentioned here as well that I will be looking forward to a rise. If you consider this, see, this is the near term trend. This is a retracement and breaking out here on the upside. we can look forward to another round of good rise here. So I will wait for 81 and then 82.4 levels in order to for oil to confirm the breakout here, and this will lead to a stronger rise for the near term. This is a nice flag formation which can lead to stronger bullish momentum. Stochastic here is rising, MACD is crossed over, and see, this is what I have mentioned. It is consolidated here at the bottom now, divergent here, so it can lead to further rise. RSI is rising as well. Looking, I will recommend you to buy crude oil now at 80.5, 80.6 zone, and specifically beyond 80.6 is where we can look forward for oil to show a bullish momentum towards 81, 81.2 first target levels. Once it breaks beyond 81.2, stay bullish. We will look forward to a stronger rise towards 81.8, 82.4 as the next target. On the downside, a selling entry now for crude oil today is $80 levels. Below this, 79.8 and 80 is a good support zone here. You have to be careful there. Below this, you can look forward to 79.5 as the first and very strong support, 79.5. Then we can look forward to 79.2, and below this you can look forward to 78.5, 78.4 as the next target zone. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at natural. Now look at natural gas. Did not I tell you that natural gas is staying in the box and we have to be careful for 2.85 level? This is a greater resistance. See, beautifully it has dropped from the same zone and it is now trading sharply bearish. I have mentioned very clearly that it has to drop, and the support levels at now 2.74 will come into picture. I hope you all profited there. The stochastic has dropped here. MACD is trading divergent and bearish, looking downwards. RSI has dropped as well. Coming to 2 hour, look at 2 hour charts here. Yes, staying in the box. We have to wait for it to give a clear breakout. Below 2.74 is where we can look forward to 2.7, 2.65, and in fact 2.6 levels. Stochastic dropping sharp, MACD trying to cross over for sell, RSI dropping sharp, signs of bearishness here. Coming to 3 hour, on the 3 hour chart, the observation is similar. It has to just come out of this box. 2.74, 2.85 levels are now remaining critical for net gas for now. Stochastic dropping sharp, MACD is trying to cross over for sell. It has not yet crossed over. After hitting the bottom, it is still staying bullish. RSI has dropped. On the 4 hour charts, if you look, the observation is more or less similar. Rise, retracement. We have to wait for it to break below 2.74 in order to confirm further drop. Stochastic dropping sharp, MACD trying to cross over for sell, RSI dropping sharp. Coming to daily. Now look at daily charts. Lower highs are created and flat bottom is there. Couple of retracement candles. Now current candle must try to give a breakout here. It can in fact move towards 2.7, 2.65 levels. See, I have mentioned earlier that the divergence of the price from the 20 period moving average calls for it to converge, and today could be the day where it could try to show this move. Stochastic is oversold though. The MACD here is a very point. It is crossed over here. It is trading with divergence. It appears that there could be a little fall from the current levels, and RSI has also come out of the overbought zone. So looking at this right now, the selling entries I will recommend is at 2.7, or in fact you can sell at 2.76. When you see the higher prices below 2.76, you can take a selling entry, wait for 2.74 levels, and below 2.74 is where we can wait for further bearishness towards 2.7, 2.65, and lower levels are also possible here. In fact, it can move towards 2.62, but we have to wait for it to give a clear-cut breakout here. On the upside, you can buy here at 2.82. That is the only level above which now I will recommend you to buy. Else, every rise till towards 2.82 is an opportunity for us to stay short. Beyond 2.82, we can look forward to 2.8485 levels. Very, very good resistance there. And if it breaks beyond 2.85, stay bullish in net gas. It is going to give you a very strong rise if it reverses from the current levels. Be watchful of this. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Nasdaq. Now look at Nasdaq 100. Series of bearish candle, lower lows are done here, and see, after series of bearish candle, moving averages have crossed over here. This is certainly sign of bearishness here, and the prices are little divergent from the moving average. Now for the day, 18,850 is a critical level for it to break, and then 18,880, 925 zone. If these three levels are taken, then you should treat Nasdaq 100 and bullish, and I do not think that Nasdaq 100 is going to attempt that it is going to break beyond 89.25. A possibility of a little retracement exists, but not a reversal. What is happening here? See, on the hourly charts, the bearishness getting diminished, and now this is trying to reverse. I will wait for the next candle which can take the prices towards 18,800, 840, 850 levels, but that should be the worst case. Best case where it with the prices which it could try to achieve. Stochastic is oversold, MACD is bearish, and RSI is at bottom here. On the 2 hour charts as well, see lower highs, lower lows. We have to wait for it to give a clear breakout. If it stays above 18,770, 780 level, 780 rather, I will wait. And beyond 18,780, there could be a little retracement towards 18,825, 18,840, and if it breaks 18,850, then only we should treat that there could be little bullishness, else prices may fall again. Stochastic is oversold, MACD is bearish, and RSI is dropped. On the 3 hour charts, the observation is more or less similar here. What has happened? The prices were little divergent from the 50-20 period moving average. It has converged towards this, but it can in fact break these levels. Right now, I see it getting a little support here. We have to wait now for it to break below 18,730 in order to take another sell entry. Remember, if it can rise for weeks and days, it can drop sharp as well. So once it drops below 18,730, we can look forward to 18,680, 650, and in fact 600 levels. Now 18,600 is a great support, which I think it is going to play out well for Nasdaq 100. Stochastic has dropped here. The MACD is divergent and bearish, and RSI has dropped here. On the 4 hour, the observation is more or less same. After dropping, it is trying to retrace. We have to wait for 18,800, 820, or in fact 18,850, 880 levels to break. Now see, on the 4 hour charts, one thing is very clear. Look at the flat top here. Almost all the candles fail to break this level, and that is why we can see it reversing. Whenever you see a wall standing there, then obviously prices try to reverse. Second thing is, it can take all the energy to break beyond this. That requires a lot much of bullish momentum, which I do not see as of now in Nasdaq. Stochastic has dropped, MACD is bearish, and RSI has dropped. Coming to daily charts, on the daily charts here, see lower lows are done, and see, I have mentioned earlier, the bullishness is getting diminished. This is something you should observe. That is what has happened. The diminishing bullishness is called the prices to drop here, and see, we have seen it delivering lower lows again. But since it has already delivered a strong move, so I see that prices might try to confine its move within this. Else, once it drops below 18,730, we can look forward to a move towards 680, and in fact 620, 600 levels are also possible. Why it is willing to drop? See the divergent of the price from the moving average 20 period, which is right now sitting at around 18,500. Stochastic looking down, MACD is on the verge of a crossover, and RSI has dropped. So looking at this, very simple. Buy it. You can buy here at 18,780 levels, but then 18,800, 18,825, 18,840, 850. Very strong resistances on the upside. Rather, I will say that if you see it is staying at 18,840, 850, you can take a sell entry. You should take a sell entry there. And see, if it breaks beyond 18,880, you can. Now Nasdaq 100 is reversing. It is turning bullish, and a stronger rise can be seen. On the downside, a selling entry at 18,730 can be taken. Below 18,730, we can look forward to 18,690, 18,650, 640, and then 18,600, 620 levels. These are very strong support levels, which are also very easily achievable. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Dow Jones. See, US 30 has been trading bearish since long now on the early charts, and we can see the bearishness getting diminished here. We have to now wait for it to rise beyond 38,660 levels. Beyond 38,660, there are greater resistances as long as 38,750 is not taken. It is only to be treated bullish if it rises beyond 38,750 and then 38,800 levels. Stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, and RSI is oversold here for on the early charts. On the 2 hour charts also, you can see that the bearishness is still there. Lower highs, lower lows. And thus, if you're buying here at 38,660, you have to be careful at around 38,700, 720, 750 levels. And only if it trades or trades beyond 38,750, we can look forward to little bullish momentum. Stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, RSI oversold. Coming to 3 hour chart. On the 3 hour charts, the observation is more or less same here, trading in this bearish channel. The highs here at 38,900 levels, which it should not break in any case, breaking beyond which we can look forward to little rise. In fact, 38,750 is going to be the first milestone, 38,800 the next, and then 38,880, 900 levels will come into picture here. Stochastic oversold here, MACD is bearish, and RSI is staying oversold. On the 4 hour charts, if you look, the observation is more or less similar here. 38,600 is indeed a very good support here. Stochastic is oversold, MACD is bearish, and RSI is oversold. So yes, it is staying oversold, but it does not mean that it can reverse. See, did you notice this strong bullish momentum here? It has continued for weeks on the bullish channel. It has continued staying bullish for weeks. Now is the time that it is trying to erase much of the gains here. So we cannot question that how far it can continue. But look at 38,600, the 50 period moving, 100 period moving average at around 38,600, 580. This is going to be the support levels for now. because below which I will be looking forward to 38,500 levels directly. Stochastic oversold, MACD crossing over here for sell, and it is trading with divergence in bearishness, and RSI dropped. Looking at this, I will recommend you to now sell at 38,580 levels. Expect 38,500 as the next target. Below 38,500, we can look forward to a stronger fall towards 38,350 levels and 38,200 levels very soon. On the upside, I will recommend a buying entry now at 38,660 levels, where you can expect 38,700, 720, 750 as the three targets. Beyond 38,750 is where little bullishness to be seen towards 38,800, 38,900 levels. 900 is the milestone it has to break in order to confirm the reversal here. Else, it may try to trade in the zone between 38,600 to 38,900 or 38,500 to 38,900. Take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch. Join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries related to the services. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Do like, share, and comment. Do not miss to watch every day the first update which decides the direction and which gives you a fair idea of how to trade and how to profit. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.